What we're doing today is we're placing the back brakes, the rear brakes on, brake pads on the 2006 Dodge Ram 1500. These are the 17-inch wheels, not the 20 on this one, on this model. So it's a 5-lug. First things first, chock the wheels, lift it up on the jack. About halfway there, I'm still on the ground, so I want to, like last video, I want to make sure we. And these guys are somewhat stuck, so that's fun. Okay, so we're back. Average Mike. We're gonna be removing the tire. It's still on the ground, like I said. It's about semi lifted off the ground. It's not there yet, but it is securely on the jack. And then I do have a jack stand under there, just that lowest height in case something happens to the jack. The jack stands there to prevent that from falling. So basically, you just want to crank them loose while it's on the ground. Lever to the crowbar helps out. That one's already loose. And then once you get all 5 loose, you can then now finish the rest of the job. Lift it completely off the ground. We're using the jack on the rear differential, or the jack on the rear differential to lift the back of the truck. We're going to put the jack stands on both sides of the rear differential to keep it up in the air and safety first here. All right, so it's up. It's off the ground now. So we're going to take it off now. Huh. Stuck on there pretty good. There we go. Just needs a couple love taps. There we go. And the tire's removed. I'm gonna put that there for now. So I'll show you what it looks like on the brakes, but caliper seems pretty good. Next, it's just rust because it's old, but the next brake change looks like the caliper will be the next to go. It's only got, it's worn down pretty good, but like I said, 140,000 miles. This is not the first one on there, so I know it has some mileage left on there. Just follow your manufacturer recommendation on all that. So on this truck, you have one brake piston back here, and what we had to do is we had to suppress that down. We had to get that pressed down so that we can take the lugs, the caliper off, and then we can pop the brake pads off. And then once you get to that point, you can put it all back, you assemble it back off exactly how you took it off, right? Just in reverse order. So we're going to begin that now. So, all right. So here's what we have. So we have the caliper here. We have the caliper here. And so inside there, what you want to do is you want to depress that caliper. And so the piston that's in there. So you want to get in between, without puncturing the rubber gasket, you want to get in between the brake and the caliper, right? And the rotor and the caliper. So you want to make sure you're in between there and depress it. Just slow, low, low, real slow, right? Just enough so you can get this thing off. Now, it's important, right, that this stays depressed the entire time, right? So, because when you get the new pads on there, it won't fit. So, anyway, so that's there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to then take my 10 millimeter, and there's only 2 bolts here. There's one on the top, one on the bottom. Boom. Now they're both out. Now see, watch happens. See, right, it comes out. Now see, you see the piston, right? You see this piston. So my trick is, because you're going to need that thing all the way depressed, right? So what I do is I sit it up here, and I take a clamp, and in this case it's one of those quick grips. I have a C clamp as well. C clamps work as well. You know, the hand C clamps, they work as well. These ones, you just do that and it gets tighter. So typically work. Sometimes these rubber gaskets are a little too big to get in the gaps and things, so causes other problems. So you just take it, back of the piston, across it, and just slowly depress it until it goes all the way in. And then when it goes all the way in, you're good to go, right? Because then you can put the brake pads cleanly on here. So this basically just pops off. Once you have that, now you can take a screwdriver, kind of use the rotor as leverage, and pop the pads off. All right, one at a time. So you can see this thing, they're supposed to be. I'll show you what the new ones look like. So a couple things you want to check out. You want to make sure that these kind of match. They look the same. They're the same size, right? Boom. See how they're the same size? They got the same clips on the top and bottom. So you see this? That's supposed to look like that. So we wore it down just a hair. The front is actually almost brand new. So we must have missed a brake change in the back here. Whoopsie. So I don't drive the truck a lot. We use it for utility mostly. It's probably why maybe the back grips a little bit more. So all right. So then we'll just continue. Take the other side off. Same kind of process. I'm going to leave these metal clips in here because they're reusable. I do have these back ones didn't come. This brand of brakes didn't come with clips, so we're just going to reuse these stainless steel clips because they're good. They really just hold it tight, and they're more about the check. So there's that back brake there. So again, looking at this thing, that's about the same. All right, so then you just basically take it, feed them back in the clip, just like that, just like how you took it out. Boom. Just goes in the groove. There we go. So just need a little bit of assistance there. The metal clip is kind of like pulled up a little bit, so I just had to jam it in there. Anyway, so now it's on there. It's in the grooves it comes in as it's designed to be. So this is a brake change. This is it, right? So now all I have to do is reassemble everything. Okay, so reverse order. So the pads are in. Took the pads off. I'm going to take the caliper back in. As soon as I get this all the way compressed, I'm still working on it. You slowly do it, that way you're more and more, it becomes easier and easier. So you're waiting for basically the fluid to go back into the master cylinder back there. You're pushing the fluid all the way back in the line. Right. There we go. So as you can see, so you put the clamp in there and you let it depress all the way like that. And then once you're at that point, now you can take this off and you can put this back on. Now, one thing that I'm gonna do, so before you put the brake pads on, I forgot this step. You want to spray the back of the brake and the inside of these calipers with either disc quiet or they sell a gel, a lubricant that also helps on that. So what that does is basically, you know how when brakes squeak, you won't have the issue if you have it on here. So you want to make sure you get on the back pad, not on the brake, not on the rotor, not on anything. So we just want to make sure that we're lubricating everything nicely. And then front and back of the caliper, and that way it's quiet. And So the bottom screws in first. Try that one. Make sure that rubber boot's covering that seal. And then the top one comes in like that. Nice and easy. And then that screws in like that, boom. Fairly easy. Then you take your 10mm after your hand, tighten them as far as you can. No need to over tighten, just tight enough. Go tight and then go like quarter turn after that. Don't go kill it. This one's a little bit harder. Quarter turn. All right, so that's your brake pad replacement. Have a good day. Make sure you guys subscribe and like. Hit the little notification button if you like to see the rest of our videos. Cruise around on our site. We're doing some automotive repairs, some CD repairs. We're building some arcade cabinets, some home repairs, installing some light fixtures and ceiling fans and things like that. So, if you enjoyed this video, if you enjoyed watching it, if I was helpful, please leave a comment below. Yep, thanks for watching Average Mike. You just see me do the driver's side. This is the fast forward through the passenger side. Keep on watching, like and subscribe. I appreciate you guys. We just finished completing the 2006 Dodge Ram brake pad, the rear brake pads replacement project on Average Mike. Thank you for watching today. I appreciate you guys. If you have any comments or any way to either help me out or help you guys out even further, or if you have any questions, please set comments below.